Hey, welcome to Tabletop Baseball Plus. It's time for some Pine Tar Baseball, and I'm going to be giving away two Pine Tar Baseball games during this broadcast. Once I get things going here, hopefully my internet will cooperate and not leave us, because I've been having some issues with the internet coming and going, so hopefully it will stay with us. So we've got Game 7 here between the A's and the Mets. And this 73 World Series Game 7. Actual lineups, same pitchers. Hello, Max Cornelius. So it's basically the same matchup as Game 1. Matlack versus Holtzman. Lineups are a little bit different, but you can see the Mets right here. Garrett, Mion, Stubbs, Jones, Milner, Grody, Hahn, Harrelson, and Matlack. Hello, Mike McAllister. And for the A's, they'll go with Campaneris, Rudy, Bando, Jackson, Tennis, Alou, Johnson, Green, Holtzman. I'm wondering if Bill North, was he hurt? Because he did not play. He didn't even pinch hit in the game, so I guess he's not going to be available for this game. Bill North will not be available since he doesn't show up anywhere in the record books, history books. I'm pretty sure if he could play, he would have played. Let me see. I got to get my dice. Giving some people time to show up here. I just kind of rushed on here because I'm kind of in a rush today. And you got to do things when you got time to do them, and sometimes you got to squeeze them in. Good afternoon, Larry Harris from Northeast Ohio. I hope it's a little cooler there than it is here. It's about 90. Well, heat indexed here is about 100 degrees and bright sunshine, no wind, about 70% humidity. And yeah, it was a hot box today. A little sweaty. MP Fox, he's ready to go. Got your name in there. I got all the names. About 45 names for the drawing. There'll be two drawings throughout this game. We're not going to draw right now. You're going to have to stick around a little bit. I'm going to make you wait. You're going to have to bear with me. So I think we're ready to get this game going, though. The Mets are up first. It's Wayne Garrett and the lefty Ken Holtzman. Both pitchers are left-handed. So we got odds 71. Ground out to short, and we're underway. One away for the Mets. Felix Mion, 30. 30's a walk versus a lefty, and he's an A pitcher at home. Walk versus an A pitcher. Guess what? That's a strikeout. No dice for Felix Mion. Hello, Herb Pilgrim, D. Scott Howard. What drawing? I think I got your name in there. D. Scott, you're in it for the Pine Tar baseball games. And 11 for Rusty Staub. That'll be a single. But we've got to check the fielder here and see if he takes the hit away. If he's a positive fielder, and we get a 77. That's going to be left field. And Joe Rudy's neutral, so that will be a single. So Rusty Staub is on with two away. Brian Cleveland, how's it going, Brian? Even 73. Fly to center for Cleon Jones. Nothing for the Mets in the first. So Campy Campaneris. Odds of 17. And that's a single for a leadoff single for Campaneris. Joe Rudy, 76. Fly to center. One away, odd, 76. Fly to right. Reggie Jackson, even 97. It's a line out to first. So nothing for the A's in the first. We'll go to top of 2. Is my internet staying on? So far, so good. Here's John Milner, 98. Possible error, or an error check anyway. And we get 99, or 79, excuse me, 79. 79 is going to be left field. Left field is Joe Rudy. I think Alou should be in center, not right. Because Jackson's in right field. Rudy, so it's not an error, it's a 9, so that's not going to be an error. So that will be a line out to left. Even 59. 59's ground out to short for Jerry Grody. Odd 21 is going to be a single for Don Hahn. Don Hahn with a single. So 2 away, Bud Harrelson. Even 95. Fly to left. So another runner stranded. Bottom of the second. No score. Here's Gene Tennis. 40. Possible error. And we get a 16. 16 is going to be the first baseman. And that's Milner. It's going to be an error. That's a 0. So he's a 7. Not E6, E3. So Tennis is on. Here's Alou. Odds of 48. Ground ball to second on an 8. And that's going to be a fielder's choice. So 4-6 there, and a fielder's choice. Alou's at first. Deron Johnson. And we get a 94 fly to left. And Alou, what kind of a stealer is he? He can't steal. So. And Dick Green, even 08. 08's going to be a single. And Alou to third. First and third brings up the pitcher Ken Holtzman, though. 15. 15's a walk versus and a B pitcher. Matlack's a B on the road. And that'll still be a walk. So he walks the pitcher. Holtzman. Bases loaded for Campaneris. And even is a 49, but that's going to be a ground ball back to the mound. For Matlack, he'll handle it and leave. The bases loaded for the A's. Oh, hold on. Dice down. D6 down. All right. We got it. Top of 3, Wayne Garrett. Odd. 22 is a single. But that is a defensive or positive defensive roll check. 0-2 is the catcher. And that is tennis, and he is neutral. So it will be a hit. Actually, my bad. That Wayne Garrett's not up. It's John Matlack. And that was a 22. So it's a walk. Actually, it's going to be a strikeout. Let's back up a little bit. Because a walk versus it's not a strikeout. That was not a pitching change modifier, blah, blah, blah. It was a 22. So a walk. Both pitchers walked their counterpart. So Matlack at first, and Garrett will bunt 60. It's going to be a good sack bunt. He's an 89. So Matlack at second. Felix Mion. Odds an 81. Fly to center. So two away. Here's Rusty Staub. Even 45. 45 is a grounder to first, and that'll still be a ground out. Versus an A pitcher. So another runner stranded, 3 in a row, 1 each inning for the Mets. Bottom of the third, Joe Rudi. Odds going to be a 34, and that'll be a strikeout. Sal Bando, 12, single. Single for Bando. And he will not be. He's an E Steeler. Can't go. An odd 79. 79's a fly to right. So two away. Gene Tennis. Odds going to be 86. Fly to center. Kind of a pattern going here. Cleon Jones leading off the top of the fourth for the Mets. 95. Fly to left. Ken Castro is here. Clinton Parks. Farm 1. Bad call up. Even 36. Struck him out. Holtzman with the K of Milner. 2 away. Brings up the Grody, Jerry Grody. Evens a 10. Single versus an A pitcher. It's going to be a walk. And it will be a walk. There's nobody on first. So Grody reaches with 2 away. Don Hahn, even. 36. Possible error. 82 is a left fielder. And that is Joe Rudi again. He's a 2, though. He'll make the play. It's going to be a pop out to the left. So bottom of the fourth. Still no score. And Alou, the batter, evens an 08. 08 versus a lefty. He's a single. For Jesus Alou. Not a Steeler. Here's Deron Johnson. Even. Oh, I just messed up my pictures. Grief. Even. 56. Ground ball to second on a 6. It's going to be a fielder's choice. And we have 1 out and 1 on. Dick Green. Odds of 45 is a ground ball to first. And that'll versus a B pitcher will still be a ground out. To first on a 5. Fielder's choice again. So call it a 3-6, and that's going to bring up the pitcher, Ken Holtzman. He walked his first time up. There's 2 outs, and we got Green at first. Odd is an 0-8. 0-8 is a single. And Green will move to third on that. So Ken Holtzman holding his own at the plate. Brings up Campaneris first and third. Another chance to drive in a run here. And he is going to do it. Odd is double zeros. That is a double versus a B pitcher. Is a single. Actually, he's a C pitcher. Third time through the lineup. He's a C pitcher now. Wow, that just changed everything. Third time through the lineup, he just changed to a C pitcher. And a double versus a C pitcher is a home run. Double versus a B single. So a huge difference there. Campaneris hits 1 out. And he might not have ever hit 1 out versus a lefty because he doesn't have a home run chance there. But that's the way it goes. Double zeros. That is a modifier check. Double checking here. That is a home run. The wind blowing out. Campaneris with a 3-run jack. A's 3-0. There's Joe Rudi. Odds in 0-5. And guess what? That is another home run because that's a modifier check. It's a double versus a C pitcher. Third time through the lineup. And Joe Rudi goes out of town. Goes yard. 4-0. Wow. Man, I would make a pitching change, but Matlack's due up. Base is clear. Let's see if he can get out of this. Can't hold on to the dice there. 82. Fly to center. 4 runs given up by Mr. Matlack. That's going to be all for Matlack. It's game 7. And let's take a timeout. Let's give away a Pine Tar baseball game here. Let's give it away. I got all the names in here, 45. 45 names. Let's pull one out. Who's going to win the first game of 2 to be given away? Here it is. Pete Bosox fan. Is he here? Pete Bosox fan will win the first one today. The Pine Tar baseball game. And we'll give another one away here in just a little bit later. Pete Bosox fan, congratulations. Back to the game. Bud Harrelson. Even 34. 34 is a walk for Harrelson. And that'll bring in a pinch hitter. It's going to be Willie Mays. If anybody sees Pete Bosox fan, let him know. Willie Mays on the pinch hit for the pitcher. Odd 33. 33 struck him out. So back to the top of the order, Wayne Garrett. Even 51 struck him out. So 2 away. Felix Mion, even 66, is ground ball to third. And that is a positive or negative defensive check. Bando is negative. As long as he was positive or neutral, he'd make the play, but he's negative, so he's going to get by Bando for a single. And Harrelson's at first. Base runners advance 1 base on hits from negative rain checks. Unless there's 2 outs, they advance 2 bases. So Harrelson to third with 2 outs. And Rusty Staub, the batter. Odds of 15. That's a single. And we are in the 3rd time through the lineup. He's an A+ pitcher now, single. And it's a modifier check. That's not going to be a hit, I don't think. That is actually a strikeout. Ken Holtzman jumps up to an A+ pitcher. So that takes away the single and makes it a strikeout. Timeout. Just 1 second. So bottom of the 5th. And we got Reggie Jackson leading off versus, we need a new pitcher. They brought in Harry Parker in the actual game. So, let's see. So Harry Parker now on for the Mets, and he's a right-hander, C pitcher. Reggie Jackson, even is a 92, and that'll be a fly to center. Gene Tennis, 31. 31's a walk. Jesus Alou, 46. Ground ball back to the mound on a 6. That is a double play. 0 to 6 is a double play, and we got a 6 there, so call it a 1-6-3. Double play, and that is the end of the game. The inning. Top of the 6th. Cleon Jones, 91. Fly to left. John Milner, 27, walked him. One out, one on, Jerry Grody. 0-4, single for Grody. That moves Milner to third, 1st and 3rd with 1 out. Don Hahn, 0-2, double. Double with a runner on. Well, that's an even roll. So they're getting to Holtzman a little bit here. Score a run. Grody will only go to 3rd on that. He is a slow runner. 2nd and 3rd, 1 out, Bud Harrelson. 28. 28's a walk. And there's nobody on 1st, so it is a walk. Bases loaded. And it's pinch hitter time again for the Mets.
He's putting up toys.
Hold on. Let's see here. Don't want to go lefty. Don't want to go Kranepool. Not yet. Go Ted Martinez. Got bases loaded. One out, Ted Martinez. Even 68. Ground ball to third. With bases loaded. Ground ball to third on an 8. And that will be put out. They will get the runner at home. So it's a 5-2 there. Fielder's choice. Bases still loaded, 2 outs. And Wayne Garrett. Even 17. Single for Garrett. So that scores a run, maybe 2. Harrelson is medium. It is an odd roll though, so he'll only go 1 base. And base is still loaded, 2 runs in. There's Felix Millan. 14. Another single. And that will score Harrelson. And let's see, Martinez is a fast runner. So let's see. 14 is right field. Right fielder is Reggie Jackson. He is an average arm. They're going to try to throw him out. Average arm is 0 to 10? And 25, so they don't get him. So it scores 2. Garrett to third, first and third. And still 2 outs. Rusty Staub, he's a lefty. He's a lefty-lefty matchup here. Let's keep Holtzman in there. 16. 16's another single. Here come the Mets. Scores another run. And Millan to third. 5-4 now, Mets with the lead. Wow. Let's see. They're going to have to go to the bullpen. Let's see. This is game 7, by golly. They did bring in Fingers, but I'd like to get more out of Fingers if I could. You got Knowles, he's a lefty. You got Pena. I'm going to bring Pena in. Let's see. Horatio Pena will come on. He is a right-hander, B pitcher. I didn't mark when Matlack came out. Cleon Jones, odd. There you go. Pitching change works every time. 95. Fly to left. Actually, he's a right-hander. Still fly to left. They bat around. 5 runs. 5 runs for the Mets. They take the lead 5-4. And they'll have to bring in a new pitcher. That's going to be Ray Sadecki. Ray Sadecki is a lefty. Deron Johnson, the batter. Odds of 29. 29's a walk. Not the way you want to start off. Walking the leadoff man. Dick Green, 26. Possible error. Quite a few of those so far. 0-2. It's going to be an error. Catcher. Because that's a 0. So it's an error on Grote, and base runners will advance 1 base. First and second, nobody out. And it brings up the pitcher spot. Pena's not going to bat. It's going to be let's go with McKinney. Or, well, I don't know why I'm putting him there. McKinney. Guess I could put him there. Pena's out. All right, Rich McKinney, bases first and second. Runners on first and second. With nobody out. 55 is a strikeout on Sadecki. It doesn't really matter what it is, it's a strikeout. I really probably should have bunted there. In hindsight, I should have bunted. So Campaneris, odds of 58 versus a lefty. Ground ball to short on an 8 will be the only plays at first. Runners will move up, second and third. With 2 away, Joe Rudi, 79, fly to center. That was a bad coaching decision there. Managing decision, whatever you want to call it. Probably should have bunted. So now let's go with Rollie Fingers. Fingers here in the top of the 6th or 7th, top of the 7th. Milner leading off. Even 75 versus right-hander, fly to right field. Jerry Grote, even is a 40. Ground out to second versus an A+. Ground out is a strikeout. So Don Hahn, 40. 40 is a strikeout, and that'll still be a strikeout. Nice little 1-2-3 there for Rollie Fingers. So Sadecki is going to continue. Sal Bando, 99. Balker wild pitch, doesn't matter, nobody on base. So an even is at 11. 11's a single. That is a single for Sal Bando. Actually, it's a fielding check. Positive defensive check, 60. 60 is a shortstop. Harrelson is neutral, so it is a single. Still a single for Bando. And here's Reggie Jackson. He's not going to bunt. It is a lefty-lefty matchup, however. Even 21. Doesn't matter, though. He's going to single. And Rudy's fast, so he'll go to third. We have runners at first and second with first and third with nobody out. And I think they're going to go to the bullpen. Wow, you don't want to bring him in. G pitcher. To bring Tom Seaver in. It is game 7. They're going to bring Seaver in for a couple batters here. off script. Right-hander, Tom Seaver, he's an A+ pitcher on the road. Versus Gene Tennis, first and third. And nobody out, even 94. Fly ball to left. Could be a sac fly here. Let's check. 0 to 70. 67, so sac fly. Scores the run, scores Bando with 1 out now. And Jesus Alou, Jackson's at first. He's a C stealer. 6th inning or later. He's a 72. And you got Grody as a +1. So 73. Reggie Jackson's going to take off here. And he gets thrown out, 95. 95. He gets gunned down by Grody. That was a gamble. And it did not pay off. 2 away now. Jesus Alou. Odds of 57. Ground out to short. But it's a tie ball game, 5-5. And top of the 8th inning, Bud Harrelson. Even 63. Raleigh Fingers, right-hander, grounder to short. And we'll bring out a pinch hitter for Tom Seaver. He's not going to bat. You got Kranepool. Ron Hodges is actually not bad versus lefties. He does bat left. He doesn't have any power, but as far as getting on base, he's pretty good. 0 to 35. I did this in the last game, and he got on. Well, actually, what am I thinking? Raleigh Fingers is right-hander, so 30. I think I'm still thinking Kranepool. Yeah, I think we're going Kranepool. That's why I pulled him out, because his Fingers is a right-hander. All right, 1 out, Ed Kranepool. He is lefty. Even 77. 77 down here is on Fingers cards, a strikeout. So 2 away. Wayne Garrett, 90. Fly to center. Bottom of the 8th inning. Tie ball game. Tom Seaver's out. Seaver's out. You got Kuzman. Everybody's in the bullpen. Doesn't matter. So everybody's in the bullpen. Let's go with Kuzman. Jerry Kuzman, and Raleigh Fingers is not going to bat. He is a lefty, which makes things tough on the A's. They've got some good some lefties on the bench. Or I mean, they have righties on the bench. Canigliaro, Mangual, Ted Kubiak, Ray Fosse. Let's go with Fosse. Ray Fosse leading off, facing Jerry Kuzman. Even is a 22 versus a lefty is a single. And that is a fielding check. Positive defensive fielding check, so 94 third base. And Garrett is positive, so he does make the play. He takes the hit away from Fosse. So Deron Johnson is not up. What am I doing? I went ahead and that was a big boo-boo there. I thought the pitcher spot was up. It is not. Deron Johnson was up. So Deron Johnson with a 22 gets a 5-3 putout. So Ray Fosse is gonna bat. He's not up yet though. And we'll roll again here for Dick Green. Odd is in 05. 05 is a single versus a B pitcher. Single versus a B pitcher is a walk. All right, Fosse, you get another chance, buddy. So Dick Green's at first. Now Fosse's up. I need to take a better, cleaner score sheet, I guess. Can't read my own score sheet. Odd is a 16. 16's a single. Dick Green's a medium. It's an even roll, so he'll go to third. That brings up Campaneris. Dar on Johnson. Dare on Johnson. Daron Johnson. Daron Johnson. I've always said Daron Johnson. Is it Daron? Daron Johnson? Darren Johnson? I don't know. First and third, one out. Bert Campaneris is going to play back because of the possibility of double play. And we get an odd roll, 42. 42 is a grounder to first. And they will get the double play on a 2. 3-6-3. The Mets turn it Duron Johnson. So Campaneris hits into the double play. Bullpen time for the A's. It's going to be Daryl Knowles. Daryl Knowles. He's an A pitcher on the road, or at home, excuse me. So top of the 9th. Tie ball game, 5-5. Felix Millan, odd, 0-2. Lefty is a double. So a leadoff double for Felix Millan. Brings up Rusty Staub. He isn't a lefty. Because of the pitching changes, we cannot really afford to go to the bench too many more times in case this game keeps going. Besides, Rusty Staub started versus a lefty anyway. Odd, 50. And that's a modifier. A pitcher, ground ball to second. On a 0 is going to be put out at first, runner holds. I'll bring that in here. A ground out versus an A is still a ground out. So come down here, no runner on first, which is what we have. Ground ball to second, a 0. The only chance to not advance the runner holds, was a 0, and he got a 0, 50. So Millan stays at second. Cleon Jones, 82, fly to center. And a 25 or less, he'll tag up. He does not. So Milner evens a 19 19's a walk for John Milner. There's nobody on first, so it will be a walk. Keeps things moving here for Jerry Grody, first and second with 2 outs. Odd though, 89, fly to left. Fly to left. So the Mets come up empty. So bottom of the 9th inning, tie ball game. Let's see. Kuzman, he did not. He can stay in there. Kuzman. Is he going to stay in there? That's the question. We've got Rudy, Bando. How about George Stone? He's a lefty. Of course, Tug McGraw's a lefty. Yeah, let's bring in Tug. It's Tug McGraw time. Bottom of the 9th. Joe Rudy. Odds in 18 versus a lefty. Single. Sal Bando, he's going to bunt. 13, good sack bunt. Brings up Reggie. Could walk it off right here. It's a lefty-lefty matchup. Even number 51 struck him out. Tug McGraw strikes out Jackson, 2 away. Gene Tennis. Oh no. It's an even 0-7. Oh, it's a single though. Thought for sure that might be a double, but it's a single. But Rudy's a medium runner. But it is an odd roll. So he only goes 1 base. If Rudy was fast, we could have a chance. We could have a play at the plate, but odd roll. Medium runner goes 1 base. Same number as the hitter. So here we go. First and third. 2 away. Jesus Alou versus Tug McGraw. Even 65. It's a ground ball to third, and that will be the end of the inning. So top of the 10th. I have to put off that second drawing a little bit longer. Top of the 10th. Let's see, Knowles came in the 9th, right? He came in the 9th. So Daryl Knowles is going to continue. Don Hahn, even is a 63. Ground ball to third. Bud Harrelson, 22, single. And we got a defensive check here, 31. 31 second base. And that'll be a single. Green is neutral. So Harrelson on. Brings up the pitcher spot. Let's see, we're running low here. Duffy Dyer. George Theodore. Theodore will come on. Down to F. One on, one out. Odds is 69 versus the lefty. Fly to right. So top of the order, Wayne Garrett. Odds of 15, single. Single versus an A pitcher. I think that's a walk. But there's a runner on first, so 2 balls on the batter. Odds of 50. So 50 is going to be a strikeout. Bottom of the 10th. Bottom of the 10th, Tug McGraw is done. George Stone. George Stone on here in the 10th. And he's a lefty. Darren Johnson. Darren Johnson. Even 19 single. Little infield hit for Mr. Johnson to start things off, and Dick Green's going to try to bunt him over, and he does. Brings up the pitcher spot versus lefties. No Jay Johnstone, definitely not, definitely not. Angel Mangual. Angel Mangual. Manguel. Even 88. 88 versus a lefty. His left fly to left, but that is a negative defensive check. Unless if he's negative, it'll be a hit. He's not. So it's a fly to left. So runner on second still. Top of the order, Campaneris. Base hit can win the game here. Even though 54. It's grounded short. So nothing in the 10th for the A's, and we'll go to the 11th. New pitcher time. For the A's, it's going to be Vida Blue. Vida Blue, big lefty. Felix Mion. Odds 65. Grounded to third. Rusty Staub, 65. Grounded to third. Cleon Jones, even 29. 29 is a walk. So they get a base runner. 2 away though. John Milner, odds of 23. 23 is a walk. B pitcher though. A's or B's. 2 balls on the batter. Odds a 16. 16 is a single. Cleon Jones to third. He's a medium runner on an even numbered single. First and third. 2 outs. Jerry Grody can get the Mets the lead here. 27. And Vida Blue hits him. Hit by pitch of all numbers. Sorry. That's an even roll. 67. Grounder to third. Sorry if I got somebody's hopes up there. That was an even roll, not an odd roll. Hello, Bleacher Bums Gaming. We've had one drawing, fixing to have another one as soon as this game's over. If it ever gets over. So George Stone, he will stay in. Bottom of the 11th, Joe Rudy. Odds of 17, that's a single. Pete Bo Sox fan won the first one. There we go again. Sal Bando. Is he going to bunt? He is going to bunt. And he bunts him over. So Reggie Jackson again with a man in scoring position to win this game. And we get an odd number 78 versus the lefty. A fly to right. Fly ball to right. Can he tag up? 45 or less. 0-4 he does. So runner on third, 2 outs. Gene Tennis, base hit wins the ball game. Odd is a 45. 45 is a strikeout versus an A pitcher is still a strikeout. So close, but no cigar for the A's. Top of the 12th. And Vita Blue continuing on here. Odd 59, lefty. Rounder to short. Bud Harrelson, odd is 85. Fly to left. And pitcher spot. Hodges. It will be Hodges. Two away, Ron Hodges. Odds a 34. And he does draw the walk. Good on base percentage versus lefties. So Hodges on. Blaine Garrett. 2 outs though, even 76. Fly to right. Bottom of the 12th. And new pitcher for the Mets. Who is it going to be? G, or D. They're all G's except for Jim McAndrew. So they'll go with the better odds there. Jim McAndrew. And he's a right-hander. Facing Jesus Alou. Even an 08 single. Couldn't be a double, had to be a single. Deron Johnson is what I call him, Darren Johnson. 59, good bunt. Bunts him over. Here's Dick Green. Odds a 98. Possible error. Oh, wait a minute. That was a 6-8. Sorry. It was a 68. Odd. I'm getting tired. 68. So 68 is grounder to short. With a runner at second on an 8. Grounder to short on an 8. The runner on second, he will advance. Only play was the first. Had to charge it. So now we have pinch hitter. Pinch hitter time. How about Kubiak? I'm rooting for you, Ted. I'm rooting for you, Ted. Base hit. Oh, evens 93. Fly to left. So, go to the 13th inning. New pitcher for the A's is going to be, looks like Catfish Hunter. B pitcher at home. Felix Mion, odd 16 versus a righty, single. So another leadoff man is on. Rusty Staub's not much of a bunter. If I bring in a Duffy Dyer, he could bunt. Don't really have another right fielder though. So Rusty Staub is going to hit away. Even 37 versus a right-hander is a walk. He's a B pitcher, so 2 balls on the batter. Oh my goodness, odd is double zeros. That's a home run versus a B pitcher. Is a double. So a double. And Mion, the ball is hit to center field. He could try to score. He's a medium runner. Center field is a Lou. I think they had a Lou in center. Because Reggie's in right. Rudy's left. I mean, that's the lineup they use. Okay, so a Lou's in center. Average arm. 0 to 10. Whoa, 17, but he is going to score. Mion's going to score all the way from first on that double by Rusty Staub off Catfish Hunter. And the Mets take a 1-run lead. And Staub's at second with nobody out. Here's Cleon Jones, 38. 38's going to be a strikeout. Milner, even is an 0-2. 0-2 is a home run, and that's not a modifier check. So that might do it there for the Mets. 2-run homer. 3 runs here in the inning. There's Jerry Grody. Might as well let Catfish stay out there. Even 12, single. Maybe. Maybe not. Odds a 67. Fly to right. So 2 away. Runner at first. Bud Harrelson, 49. Struck him out. But big damage done by the Mets. 3 runs. And they're going to let McAndrew try to finish this thing out. And it's the top of the order. Campaneris. Bert Campaneris. Even 21 versus a righty is a walk. Campaneris on, but they need 3 runs. Odds an 89 versus a righty. Fly to left field. Even 39. 39 struck him out. So it's down to Reggie Jackson. And even is a 64. And he grounds out to first. to end the ball game and the Mets win the World Series. Now, I didn't play every game, but they win Game 7 here, 8-5. 8-5, and we used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pitchers used by the Mets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pitchers by the A's. Game over finally. So let's draw out the second Pine Tar baseball game. We'll go to hit and run. Well, I should have just let him go to second on defensive indifference. Lazy Warlock. There it is. Lazy Warlock is the winner of the second Pine Tar baseball game. So Pete Bo Sox fan and Lazy Warlock are the two winners. If you guys want to contact me, I think you have my email. If you don't have my email, here it is. I'll put it right here. Shoot, that's not the right one. Let's do this one. There's my email. Just send me an email and I will, with your address, give me your address and I will get it to James Formo. I will give him your address and he will get the games to you. So thank you guys for joining me in this little extra inning affair. It took a while, but it was well worth it for those two guys to win the games. And I love giving stuff away. Hopefully we can do some more of it. And I've got to get out of here for now. So I appreciate it again. And we will do it again very soon. Until then, thank you guys, and I'll see you guys later. Take care. God bless.